Hello everyone, this is Yuan from Spoto. Today we are going to discuss the CCIE EIVAP exam. If you want to get a free Cisco study material package, find us on your Skype by searching Spoto Learning or else +1 647 375 8952 on your WhatsApp. There are mainly three parts in today's introduction. The first one is Cisco CCIE EIVAP exam, and the second is Spoto CCIE lab services. And in the last part, I'm going to show you how you can practice lab on our racks if you sign up for our CCIE courses. In April 2020, Cisco upgraded CCIE routing switch lab to CCIE EI lab. At present, there is only one version to study and to prepare for the CCIE EI lab exam. The solution of Spoto is very stable, which can help you pass the exam. By the end of 31st August 2021, we have helped 5 candidates pass the exam consecutively, as you can see from the passing report on the screen. Our solution is tested and trusted by CCIE candidates. We are sure that more and more candidates will pass with Spoto reliable and stable exam materials. If you want to see more latest passing report, just contact via WhatsApp. Today, I will introduce you to the relevant content of the CCIE EI lab exam, which will be very helpful for you to take the exam in the future. CCIE EI certification validates your skills with complex enterprise infrastructure solutions. To get CCIE EI certified, you have to pass 2 exams. One is the CCIE EI written exam, which is also a CCNP 350-401 Encore exam. And the second is CCIE EI hands-on lab exam, covering enterprise networks through the entire network lifecycle, from designing and deploying to operating and optimizing. Instead of having 3 modules as the old CCIE routing switch did, the new exam has 2 modules. This exam is 8 hours total, with the first module being 3 hours and the second module being 5 hours. The first module is a design module. The most interesting about the design module is that it's formatted as what Spoto calls a progressive storyline, and that means it's going to change and evolve as you go through the design module based on your answers. So you will be presented with the topology and some drawings of that relevant background information, and even emails. And you will be assigned to particular roles such as a consultant or an internal company administrator, and this is going to be a scenario-based portion. There are totally 39 questions in the design module, including a welcoming question and an ending question, and you are not required to answer these 2 questions. So in total, you need to answer 37 questions, and some of these 37 questions consist of a couple of sub-questions. There is 1 score for each question, and the total score is 37. Note that no matter how many sub-questions that one question contains, only 1 score will be counted. You won't be doing any configuration in this module. This is going to be things like drag and drop, multiple choice, single choice, drop-down selections, all the things that you used to see on a typical Cisco exam. And just like all of those exams, there is no backward navigation allowed. So once you answer the questions, that's it. You won't be able to make any changes or adjustment to your answers. So you have to move on. You'll have access to Cisco online documentation if you are familiar with the CCIE exam. You know that is the only support tool that you are allowed to use during the exam. And it's also important to note that the search function is disabled during the exam. So it's also important for you to know navigating the support document. You can, however, use your browser's search function, so you can search through a document for specific keywords if you need to do that. Again, if you have 3 hours for the design modules, and you can finish your design module in advance, but the remaining time will not accumulate to the next module. After finishing the design module, you move into the second module, deploy, operate, and optimize, which we call DOO module. A few differences between this module and the design module. First of all, you're going to be given all of your objectives and all of your resources right up front. And you are going to actually be building a network very familiar to that you designed in the previous module. So that's a big change from our previous exam, where we have 3 different modules in using separate topologies potentially for each of those modules. In the new exam, you're going to have a unified single topology that's going to be used throughout the 8-hour exam, which I think is very advantageous as far as just wrapping your head around exactly what's happening. Now, having said that, it might not be exactly identical to your design, but they are promising that at the very least, the topology, the diagram, the IP addressing, and the services you used will be all the same. This module will consist of a few web-based questions, but primarily, this is going to be configuration. And that's going to look very close to what you're used to seeing with any Cisco configuration exam portion.